Hey guys, I'm Dave.
And I'm Len.
And welcome to Wargame Chat. Today we're going to talk about Autumn Wars 2023, which is a wargame convention that took place at Trinity College. I played 3 games while I was there. I played 2 on Saturday, and on Sunday I actually ran a game. The 2 I played were Dirt Side, which is a science fiction rule set from the UK, if I recall correctly. That was pretty cool. Basically, my forces had to take a depot, and there's a lot of players playing and stuff, and near the end of the game there was just combat all over the place, so it was pretty cool. And I played Sky Galleons of Mars, which is a Space 1889 airship game, which I thought was really good. And the guy had some interesting terrain for it. And then as far as the game I put on, that was Shipwreck. Essentially a bunch of hard hat divers go down to a shipwreck looking for gold right after World War II, and they run into a bunch of sea monsters and stuff. Basically there's treasure chests all over the place, and there's some monsters that start on the board, and there's other ones that come in, like if you search a treasure chest that might have gold in it, or maybe a giant squid will come out or something. So that was a lot of fun. The players seemed to like it. We played actually 2 games of it, because what did it take, about 50 minutes to play one game? So yeah, we got 2 games in. Why don't you tell us about the games you played?
Okay, first one I played was, there was a 1919, a Bolshevik revolution in Limerick, Ireland, and the British came to suppress it. I was part of the oppressive force. And what happened was, we were told that the Irish had 1 or maybe more bombs. And I'm sitting there, gee, our side of the board, there was a bridge, there was a barrier with only about 7-8 people. On the other side of the table, there was a massive garrison there. Gee, I don't know. Is the bridge there's a bomb under that bridge? Gee, I don't know. So what I did is I snuck around the side, jumped aboard the ship, forced the crew to take us across the river, where we landed on the dock. Meanwhile, my other squad was just shooting away, and actually I and another guy were shooting at the barricade, and at a certain point he decided he's going to run across the bridge, and he almost got blown up. What was ruled is that the guy with the detonator died before he could trigger it. So I got a prize. I think it
Looks like you got 3 prizes.
Well, this is the first prize for Flames of War.
Sexton Ram Troops. Interesting.
Yes. Second one I played a different version of the Sky Galleons of Mars. This time the British won. Only 3 people got off.
Yeah, when I played the British, we just, I think it was a tie at the end of the game, actually. Yeah, because they needed to get 1 more ship off, but they didn't, so it ended up being a tie.
Yeah, because we had, which was amazing, because we had all sorts of bad luck. Like, one guy had this one, like, it was like a heavy cruiser battleship. Had this gun that if he hit, I mean, it would shred any enemy target. The problem was he only got 1 shot off, and it was a very long range shot. On the second turn, they hit his gun, disabling it. And then I had a ship that his forward gun was hit. And so I had to do something weird where I go past the ship and then hit it with my rear gun. But somehow they got 3 ships. Actually, what I found out is that we're inflicting enough damage to kind of slow them down. Their boilers are being hit, and they had to fly at a lower altitude, so instead of going straight to the edge, they had to maneuver around things. And the winner was awarded, the losing side one guy got all 3 of his aircraft off, so he won the prize. So, but he deserved it.
Gotcha. And what was your last? Oh, the last game you played was with me, the Shipwreck game. You ended up winning that game, actually, because you had the most gold out of the 2 games.
Yeah, because on the second game, I got to the point where I had a whole bunch of gold. Sometimes in these treasure hunt games, you got to know when to fold them. And I looked at the number. I was sure if you picked chests out randomly, or there's certain?
No, they're out there randomly.
Okay, because I'm looking at it and say, gee, there's 6 more. I got all this gold. On the first one, I think I got killed by a monster. The Dave Sea monsters are tough.
Yeah, but you come back then.
Yeah.
You just lose half your gold. You come back as a different character, and the next character might be a regular hard hat diver, or he might be a newt suit diver. The newt suit diver has a automatic bolt gun that holds 12 rounds. That can shoot 3 rounds per turn, so that's like a 4-use thing. And he's got like a power fist and stuff.
Yes, so and the second time we tried it, I had a diver which I nicknamed the Kapuska Kid, and I ended up with 55 gold. So I won another one. And in addition, I won the door prize. So I'm not sure, I'm appreciative of all these, so I'm not complaining. I'm trying to think if there's a poor person out there who needs this, I could contribute to them. Or sometimes I'm looking at this saying, maybe I should get into Flames of War. It's getting tempting, so.
Oh yeah, and then you bought this comic book too, you said.
They had one dealer, they had actually...
Some cowboy one.
Yeah. We actually got some rule sets. And this one I didn't realize was a French comic book or graphic novel. The strange thing was the next day I go on YouTube and there's something about, as they call them in France, bad days, destinies. And they are very popular because he's pointing out that in America, comic book stores are closing. In France, they're 2 stories tall. And they're loaded with comic books for every age group.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I was when I visited Germany years ago, at some depot, I stopped and I saw their comic book section. They had also, and I think since I was traveling light, I only bought one graphic novel. It was a bunch of Germans fighting the Germans fighting the Romans.
Yeah, I don't see really any comic books for sale in any of these stores anymore. I do see graphic novels once in a while. Like at the library, I take out graphic novels. Right now I'm reading some Judge Dredd one. It's the original Judge Dredds that are in black and white, but the book is about this thick. And I've been reading it for like the last 2 weeks, probably like 20 pages a day, and I think I'm in the middle of the book right now, so it's probably going to take another 2 weeks to finish it.
I think I also had one about the gunboats, river gunboats, in like the Sword and Flame rule set, like it's an expansion kit.
Oh, that rule book you bought, yeah.
And there's one for Pulp Adventures. They had a scenario book. I'm not sure which rule system.
Gotcha.
So, but also I stayed overnight. They had a college room used by the students, and all we had is a bed. There is a bathroom in the hallway. I was the only one on that suite, so I can't complain.
Price sound right though. You said it was only $45.
45.
I mean, it cost more than double that at a hotel.
Yeah, and I was thinking it was almost like the perfect wargamer room, because basically when I go to wargame conventions, you're there all day, and just like when I was done with my second event, I just went in, had a little snack, and went to sleep. There was no television or anything, so and that's all I needed. Of course, a question we had is that the cafeteria was closed. So what did the students do on the weekends? Where did they get their food?
Yeah, they must be out at Jewel or something buying food.
Well, I suggested that maybe they have a fast over the weekend.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, the students there all look like they're pretty old, because I think that's like a seminary or something. So it's not. It doesn't look like they're like, most of them are like 18 to 22-year-olds. It looks like a lot of them are like 30 and stuff. Yeah.
It is kind of a religious school, and I get the impression that these are the ones that they start their education later in life, or they're graduate students. So, one thing I also noticed I saw was peculiar. Was Saturday, I didn't see any squirrels, but I saw chipmunks.
Interesting.
And the chipmunks were, usually they stay away from you, or if they see you, they start running. They're just casually walking past. And
Yeah.
one of them actually stopped in front of me and looked at. And you have to be cautious in autumn because sometimes with rodents, they're desperate for food. So in my park, all the squirrels come up to you with that look of "feed me, feed me."
Well, that's because that's a Portage Park, right? Yeah, they all get fed there. That's
yeah, they're
why.
practically domesticated.
I didn't know that. This was when I was like, I don't know, 16 years old. I sat down on a park bench there and a squirrel jumped up into my lap. I was shocked. I didn't know that they get fed there. He's like, jumps up on my lap and he's just like staring at me. I was like, what does this guy want?
But the strange thing was Sunday, I didn't see any chipmunks, but I saw squirrels. So maybe the squirrels went away for a day, and and the chipmunks come out.
Yep.
So, but this is a good local convention.
Yeah, and it's only $10 for the whole weekend, which is a great deal.
And I think something like they have 50 attendees or something like that.
Yeah, at least 50. Yeah.
So it was a good deal. They had a Flames of War tournament, and
they fed us on Saturday too. That's the first time that happened at a convention where they bought everyone food.
yeah, little sandwiches.
Yeah.
So I had two of them, one in the afternoon and one in the evening. Now, after you beat up the Irish, you want to have a nice meal. So, okie doke.
All right. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll have something new for you next week.